set that up. All right, so I'm setting up my fryer. All right. So we'll get this one going while I move on. All right, so what we want to do here is do just a little snack, a little treat, something that you guys could kind of pick up and walk with, perhaps. That's enough for that tank. So we're going to fry something in it now. So now we have this minus 347 degree tank of liquid nitrogen. Again, it's as cold as frying oil is hot. And when I talk about safety with nitrogen, I also would say something like, I would never do that. I would never pick up frying oil in my hand. So I like to say that it's kind of a little bit safer than frying oil, But in my kitchen, I like to always say, hey, treat it like frying oil so that we don't, because if you don't say that, then all of a sudden your chefs are freezing people's underwear and stuff like that. If you weren't here earlier, that might sound odd. All right, so we have one set up here. All right, you can kind of see how cold that is. The main danger of liquid nitrogen, and you don't want to make out with this hose right now. That sounded awful. It's bravo. All right. Obviously, or the container that you're putting it in, especially if it's metal. If my hand was really wet right now and I touched this hose, my hand would stick to it. That's probably the biggest concern with it. All right, so we have our nitro fryer. I also like the fact that you have this fryer that you can see in it. All right. And now we're going to make our little snack. So this is sort of like the Jetsons meet a carnival. All right. So this is popcorn made into a beautiful sphere. I feel like it's appropriate for where we're at. This is a caramel popcorn ball. And because popcorn is so porous, and because of the sugar that's in the caramel, we can actually fry this popcorn sphere, popcorn sickle. Maybe someone said that. I didn't come up with it, but it works. We're going to fry the popcorn actually into the nitrogen. So we'll get a few of these going right here. You can actually just kind of let them float around in there, just like a fryer. Really? That's, I guess, I would say it's pretty cool.
Come on.
If Paula Dean was up here and she said mayonnaise, you guys would go crazy. Mayonnaise, yeah.
Popcorn's already cooked though.
The popcorn's already cooked. But what we're going to do right now is we're frying this. We have a small one over here. It's like an eat one. We're frying it, and what's happening is obviously it's freezing it. It's changing the texture of the caramel. It's obviously going to make it really, really crunchy. And really a great treat, like a cold treat. You're thinking of popcorn as being either room temperature or something that's hot. Here's a way to really sort of present it as a cold snack. It's kind of one of the neat things you can see as I pull one of these out. If you're walking down the street with this, it kind of looks like it would be hot. And a lot of modern chefs are having fun with their guests presenting gazpachos that steam tableside that you think are hot but are actually cold, or really manipulating temperature to create a different experience, which is what modern cuisine is about more often than not. Making the experience better by using technology. That's kind of cool. I just want to hold this. I'm mesmerized. All right. So chefs, if you can help me out, let's get all of these little pieces. So you guys want to taste?
Yeah.
All right, cool.